The little engines were busy clearing their railway of leaves and broken branches. Peter, Sam and Rusty often worked together. One day, Rusty helped Peter Sam to a water tower, and once there, tooted goodbye. Peter Sam felt much better after his long drink, but the freight cars were bored. Their loads were heavy and the couplings old. One snapped. A sign read, "Slow, steep bends and ravine ahead," but the silly cars never saw it. Then it was too late. Peter Sam arrived at the scene of the disaster. His driver sighed. And he was. Duncan was delighted with Peter Sam's dilemma. This gave Peter Sam's driver an idea. The next day, he spoke to Duncan's driver and fireman, who agreed. Duncan had to take coal cars to the slate mines, and then bring cars back. Duncan's driver decided that as part of the plan to cross the old iron bridge. But all the same, he kept thinking about Rusty's story. When dusk fell, he was keen to leave. He could see that their plan was working because Duncan was nervous. When night fell, they set off. The mists were rising around the old iron bridge. Duncan whistled, and the sound echoed all around. Then, ahead, he saw flickering lights. His driver knew that they were only insects that shine brightly at night, but to Duncan they looked like an engine. Next, his driver secretly threw a rock from the cab into the ravine below. When Duncan reached the safety of his shed, he closed his eyes tightly. And Duncan refused to open his eyes. He did, though, when he thought his driver wasn't looking, just to make sure that he was still there.